Welcome to the world. As the burden of existence clouds consciousness, we are inevitably met with the truth. Human life is largely a mystery, accompanied by misery. To exist and to be self-aware, for the most part, our flaws and failures speak louder than accomplishments. Fortunately, entertainment and deception are abundant in the 20th century. You'll never have to face the truth again, because in an immoral society, those who tell the truth are persecuted as if they were liars. Maybe this speaks volumes. How many times have you noticed someone go against the opium of the masses, only to be silenced and persecuted? Maybe we forget how important it is for most people to live in lies, rather than accepting the truth. So why then do so many people choose to live in distraction? One aspect could be the overwhelming difficulty it takes to be a functioning human being. Nobody wants to be told that it takes a great deal of effort with just a bit of luck to be successful. Whether it be achieving career success or business success, it takes years. Society also adopted the belief that comfort and happiness are what define a perfect life. When people choose to adopt this metric as a gauge for their own lives, it breeds a whole host of modern issues, like using a ruler to measure temperature. It breeds contradictions. It takes work to build successful social relationships and a successful career or business. So most people opt out of the hard work due to it not being comfortable and making them unhappy in the moment. Someone has to capitalize on this market. Scam courses and fake gurus are a natural byproduct, deceiving their audiences with their charisma and over-the-top personas, entertaining the masses and providing them with what seems like an easy way out of the hardships that are their current lives. Most people find this more tempting than building the skills and social skills necessary to build a life that would cure them of the overwhelming hardships and loneliness of the modern age. I mean, it's all most people have ever known, to live in a lie. How exactly did we get there? As societies progress and enter an age of prosperity, the traits and beliefs that led them there seem outdated and unnecessary. People are no longer taught discipline and the truth that it takes a significant amount of work to be a functioning human being, a significant amount of self-control and self-awareness. Why go to the gym when it's far easier to binge watch or play video games? Why read when you can doom scroll on social media? Freedom from hardship and therefore freedom from personal growth. Once enough time has passed, the person is left with the nothing that they've built, the bad habits, which will take significant amounts of time and effort to fix. So deception and self-deception become more appealing, the easy way out, and the only thing they've ever known. It's no wonder we are more broken and alone than ever, when we've never been taught the reality of our nature. Without hard work and self-control, you cannot properly function. The more time you spend away from this, the bigger hole you dig. Human state is not neutral. It naturally degenerates with time, so it takes work to maintain your current state and more work to make progress. When there is a mismatch between subjective interpretation and objective consequences, the objective consequences win. We can choose to interpret degenerate activities as progressive, but the consequences ultimately win. We are ultimately bound by our nature and our biology. So we will interpret the broken families and depressed lonely people as symbols of progress beyond archaic concepts of old like marriage and monogamy. You can choose to blame it on the elites controlling the masses, or a result of technological progress, but all of that is meaningless without action. But most choose to willingly be deceived with the terrible advice they see on social media. I mean, it's far easier to ignore mistakes when you aren't the only one making them. It's even easier to do so when society is preaching these mistakes as markers of progress. It's sad, but once you accept that most people are perfectly fine being deceived, so long as that deception allows them to avoid self-reflection, a world of mirrors and selfies are wonderful, so long as they don't reflect what's in my mind.